Rebecca Welch, take one. I'm Rebecca Welch, ex-professional referee in the Women's Super League and in the Men's Championship. So recently retired off the field of play and now working for PGMOL, working alongside the Women's Select Group referees. I think I remember being picked to play football for the boys team when I was in primary school, which was a really big thing because nobody had ever done it before. But then got in a refereeing when I was around about 28, which is considered quite late. But it was obviously the next step into staying involved in the game, and then yeah, everything's just gone on from there, and we're sat here today, so yeah, it's a bit of a whirlwind story.
Problem is, when I go walk on the street and I look like this, people be going, bloody hell, where's she been?
So I worked for the NHS from the age of 17 and worked there for 17 years and did that alongside referee, and they were really good in giving me the flexibility to attend games, attend national tournaments, and had it not been for them, then I wouldn't have been able to get the stage in my career that I did. But yeah, I did a very important role there, and you know, would love to go back someday if that presents itself. So if you're watching, then I'll come back anytime you want.
I've also got an option of trouser.
Oh, I like them. I was the first female to referee a men's Premier League game. I remember sitting on the stairs and being called off the manager of the Premier League saying, "You're going to be doing a game." And I didn't hear any more details after that because I was thinking, my head just went. I think the good thing was mine was on the 23rd, so it was just before Christmas. So I thought, well, at least I can get that over with and then enjoy my Christmas. But yeah, listen, it was a great honour. It was nerve-wracking on the day, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'd love to do it again, although I can't now that I'm retired.
What have the career highlights been for you?
I'm lucky enough to have had so many, but the Women's FA Cup final in 2017 at Wembley, you know, exactly where it should be, that was a big one because it had only just started being played there. Champions League at the end of this year, and then obviously finishing my career at the Olympics, fourth official on the final, was just the icing on the cake. Being a part of the Women's Super League and the women's game was something I just love to do. You know, like if anybody had ever said you need to choose which pathway you go, I'm not really sure I would have been involved in men's football because I love being involved in the Women's Super League so much. I think, you know, we're in the early stages of the Women's Super League, even though it's been around for over 10 years, but it's only going to get bigger. The crowds have just multiplied like season on season, and that's only going to get bigger. And I think there's no better feeling to walking out Old Trafford at the Emirates for a Women's Super League game and the stadium is just full of fans. I feel like I've evolved with it and come through and kind of went through with players, so probably that's really close to my heart. But I think the fact that, like, in my opinion, it's the best league in the world. Even when you ask people who their idols are and they say Women's Super League players, it's just fantastic. And it's only continuing to grow. And I think now I can be a part of that off the pitch. It's really exciting. It's amazing to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I found out at another event, and I was kind of like, really? Because I think when you look at like leagues inducting people, it's not really normally referees. So I think that was kind of a shock. And then I found out who I was being inducted alongside, and, you know, sitting alongside three legends of the game who, again, have grown with the game and made the game what it is today. So yeah, very honoured and very pleased.
Who was sort of the first person you told?
Well, I was told I couldn't tell anybody, but obviously that rule doesn't expand to your family. So yeah, I didn't ring my dad. I waited until my mum and dad come down and told them, and yeah, they were really made up and excited. It means everything. And again, you know, for somebody who's just retired and come off the field, it feels like the final closure on my chapter on the field of play, and now we can go into the next one.